Welcome back to the Sunday Night Sports Wrap. Nick Friar, our Red Sox analyst. We're going to talk Sox, but also Bruins, Celtics, and Pats. So make sure you are ready to rock. All right, 2 in a row from the Red Sox. What happened? I thought they were the greatest team ever. You're not worried, are you?
I'm not worried at all. Stuff like this is going to happen. It's just weird when it happens against the Oakland A's. Now, I know they've had some good moments leading up to playing against the Red Sox, but they got off to a slow start. Obviously, they lost to the Angels 6 out of the 8 times they'd played them already this year. To get no hit for the first time in 25 years, almost to the day. Nuts. I mean, aliens. Just saying. I mean, 25 years. Yeah, exactly, Yanni. You know. But anyways, it's. I'm not concerned, nor should anybody else be. They're going to hit a rough patch here and there. I know Price, threw a little bit too long today. We're going to get into that, I know, but no reason for concern at all with the Red Sox right now. Yeah,
there's some chatter on Twitter. Should they have pulled Price, maybe put in Kimbrel in the 8th? So he got a huge strikeout of Lowry for 2 outs in the 8th, then hangs one, 3-run blast, ends the game essentially. You're okay, though, with Alex Cora keeping him in there?
I am, because last start, Price only went 5 innings. I believe it was 78 pitches that he threw.
Right.
He ended up with 96 pitches. So that tells me, give him a little room. He's fine. He's healthy. We're not pushing him to the limit. So, give him a shot, see how he does out there in the 8th inning. Obviously, he kind of fell on his face.
Right.
I know he had the big strikeout, but still, you got to try and see what you can do with him sometimes. Stretch him out a little bit. It's a tight ball game. The bullpen, as much as it's been fine of late, they haven't been tested in tight games. You trust Kimbrel, no doubt, but do you want to get him into that 8th inning yet? I don't think Cora's ready to stretch him out that much, because remember, his spring training was a little bit weirder than everybody else with everything going on at home.
All right, switching gear to the Celtics now. Series tied 2-2 with the Milwaukee Bucks. They win 2 in Boston, lose to Milwaukee Game 5 back at the Garden. The team showing some of its, young, inexperienced nature. Milwaukee really galvanizing their home crowd. What do you make of where their series is at now, going back to Boston?
Well, if anybody thinks that there's a chance that they're going to win the whole thing, I'm not saying they won't. I'm not going to be here and burst anyone's bubble. Okay, you can burst people's bubble, Yanni. That's fine. But my whole thing is, the 08 team that won it all, took them a while to win on the road too, didn't it? So, it took them a little bit of time. That was a
championship caliber team. I don't think this team.
This team's okay. All right, I'm going to stop playing around.
As long as you're the home advantage, you can lose road games and still win every series, right?
Exactly. And that's what's going to happen with these guys, because like you said, they're young, inexperienced. They're going to lose these road games. As much as Eric Bledsoe was terrible in the first 2 games, he's not a bad player. Okay,
Sure.
Greek Freak, Chris Middleton, they have good players on that team. So it was kind of surprising.
You still picking the Celtics?
Yeah, I'm still picking the Celtics. I was originally thinking it would be 5 games, but 6 seems reasonable now still. I mean, it could happen.
All right, at Gillette Stadium yesterday, Gronk had this big Monster Energy motocross promotion for the event there. In Bill Belichick's house, he does this trolling of the whole process. He's not ready to come back to football. He's focused on motocross. The whole thing was a big joke. But as he continues to sit out OTAs, isn't this spitting in the face of Belichick and the Patriots?
Oh, it absolutely is 100%. And this one I'm a little annoyed with. I understand Gronk's beloved because he's a goofball and he's like that. He's almost like a amplification of the stereotype of what jocks are. I mean, he's just such a goof and a doofus. But this is taking it to another level. I'm personally tired of it. I just think,
And he's a captain, right?
Yeah, he's supposed to be a leader on this team. And I get that you're frustrated with Belichick. It's clear as day now, more than ever. And I understand that. You want Brady to be there, this, that, and whatever. But my whole thing is, act like a professional still to some extent. I mean, when he gets asked legitimate questions by some of the reporters that were there were legitimate questions, not trying to shock him or ambush him. You just got to handle them accordingly.
Or don't go there and do that because everyone wants to talk about football. No one cares about your Supercross association. It's good marketing for the Supercross because he's out there. But, I think he's got some leverage over the Pats, though, right? Because I'll retire, trade me, or redo my contract.
Yes, and look, he kind of got caught up in some of the questions there. We kind of got caught in his lie saying that he would be back. This is proof. This is proof why Gronk cannot be an actor. He is a terrible, terrible liar. He can't do it. But seriously, when they were legitimate questions, just dance around them in a professional way. You don't need to laugh it off like I'm bigger and better than you. We know that you're a big deal, but just don't act like it sometimes.
All right, and finally with the Bruins, they could have closed it out last night. They didn't. 3-2. They have to go back to Toronto for Game 6. Tuukka did not play very well. Will they end this thing tomorrow night?
Yes, they will end this thing tomorrow night. The question is Tuukka going to be what Tuukka can be? Because it's just There was the first time since it was 95 or 96 since a goalie got pulled in a playoff game in the middle of a game.
Not a great look.
That is embarrassing. But look, they beat this team without Patrice Bergeron. They're going to be fine. The Maple Leafs were bound to win a game. They just came out guns blazing. They have nothing to lose at this point, other than they have the series. But they're playing.
They lose and it comes back to Boston 3-3. Then there's some nerves.
They're not.
No?
I don't even think it's going to come to that, honestly, Yanni. I think the Bruins, that front line is unbelievable. Pastrnak, Marchand, and Bergeron is flawless. When everybody's feeling good, I have zero concern with the Bruins. I think they're going to go past the second round too. It'll be a little tougher there, but I'm very comfortable with how the Bruins are doing right now.
Tampa's sitting and waiting right now. All right, Nick Friar getting into everything on the Sunday Night Sports Wrap coming up after the break. Getting into the Volvo Ocean Race as the boats head towards Newport. That and much more coming up right after this.